Alright, we are back today in my grandparents' shop looking at the 20 by 12 Midlands and the LiftMaster Logic 2s. So I was going to have an update, and there kind of is. So as you guys may remember from one of my previous videos, I showed some new weather seal that was supposed to be going on these. Well, got the old seal off of this door, which on its own was a task, and go to put the new one on. Guess what? It's too big. So now this door has no seal on it. They actually have been putting on both doors, putting some boards underneath them to at least help. So this door has no seal, and what needs to be done is next time we're out here potentially, we need to get new bottom retainers that will fit that. That's a 9-inch seal, because there's like a 2-inch gap under this because the entire floor dropped, and these are going down as far as they can. And the stupid thing about this is, actually, let me open this up part way. So I don't know whose brilliant idea this was, but this bottom retainer is riveted onto the door, which is completely stupid. I mean, how do you expect us to be able to replace that? So yeah, this track was just too small for that new seal. And what sucks, I mean, getting it out of there was annoying. As you can see, there's barely any space to put, well, there's barely enough space to get out the old one, and putting it on was proving to be even more of a challenge. But the nice thing about getting the new bottom retainer is we won't have to deal with sliding it on. All we need to do, we'll actually put the seal on with the retainer on the ground, and then come out here, put some self-tappers to hold this in, so the next person can actually easily get the retainer off if they need to. So yeah, that is pretty stupid that they did it that way. And I mean, ideally there would have been some screws on the bottom, which is what we would have taken off and been able to drop this retainer. But again, the new seal still would have been too big, and I mean, there was really no way that I could have been able to tell, because it's pretty difficult to measure that, and I didn't get any dimensions on the seal, the new seal, other than it's 9 inches laid flat. The good thing is that I know the 9 inches is enough to cover the gap they have. But yeah, so I'm coming back out here around Christmas, so hopefully we'll get it done by then. But anyway, I've got the LiftMaster 96 LM, and I'm just going to give these doors a run, and I've got a little bit of surprise in this video for you. With the middle button, here we go. So they are still running. These run far better than the AMRs in the garage do. We'll run that down. Okay, and I'm actually going to get the 971 LM out of my grandpa's car here. Made in August of 2000. And the receivers that these have, you can see up there, those are the LiftMaster 535 LM receivers. So Security Plus, obviously. Let's step back. Actually, let's get you a little bit of a different view this time. Why don't we go over here? Because I don't know that I've ever gotten a view from way over here. So here we go. back down. So yeah, and the other difficult thing about even just getting a new retainer for this is that these doors are 1 5/8 inch thick, which is not a very common thickness. So, I mean, it's probably not somewhere that we'll just be able to go, that any garage door company will have it. Hold on, let me get this remote on the visor here. There we go. So it's not going to be something that just any hardware store company is going to have. So anyway, if we take a look at this other door here, I'll show you the opener and you'll notice something a little bit different about it. Look at that, we have the cover hanging off of it. This is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I finally got the case off of one of these openers. So let's come up and take a look. First of all, let me show you. This is backwards here. Model T501102. Have horsepower, made October 18th of 2000. And it's upside down, but Logic Control version 2. So, get this back down. So this is what we've got on the inside of one of these things. We've got your board. It says LiftMaster on it. This is looks pretty simple compared to other machines we've got. Let's see. Those 4 dip switches, I believe, are for selecting the wiring type. Yes. Right there. This is your wiring diagram. So, yes, those are all of your wiring types are set through those 4, which this is currently set to, hold on. What is it set to? B2 mode, which is pretty common. You've got your terminals all there, your open, close, stop buttons. These do not require sensors. There are no sensors mounted anywhere on this. Let's see. I'm not sure what that D1 or D11. I'm not sure what all these lights are for. Let me see. That green light up there means that it's stopped. Those 2 red lights are for the limits. CLS is closed limit switch and SLS is sensing limit switch, safety limit switch, whatever. You can see there are 2 limit switches for the down and 1 for the up. These are your limits. The 2 on the bottom are indicating there is power to the 24 volts, which go out to the receiver. And then, I'm not sure what that yellow LED means. Learn LED. Learn. So, does this have a built-in receiver? I don't know. There's literally a learn button right there. I don't know if you can see that it's labeled learn. Is there a receiver built into this? Somebody let me know on that, because I didn't think there was a learn button. Your RPM sensor's right there. And hope I don't kill myself on this ladder here, drop my phone. Let me zoom this out. Come on. There we go. So this is your motor on the back. You've got your V-belt and your clutch, secondary reduction, and then that drives your chain. And I don't know if you can see really up top there. There's the sprocket that drives it. So we're going to run this up close. And we're going to use the onboard buttons. So I'm going to push open here. And then you can see now the OLS light is on, meaning open limit switch. Alright, we'll run this down. So yeah, that is this thing up close. Let me push this and you'll kind of see all the lights change on here. I believe, yeah, so these, let's see. Apparently there's a reverse button. That's kind of weird. These 4 LEDs are on if there's a closed circuit. The stop button is always on a closed circuit. Unless it's pushed, then it opens the circuit. These 3 LEDs light up if there's a command. So you can see if I push stop here, it turns off. If I push close, that turns on, meaning there's a closed circuit. These are indicating what the opener thinks the position it's in. So we'll run this and you'll kind of see all the little LEDs change in here. I gotta push open. So it comes off both limits. As soon as it gets up, that OLS light comes on, meaning open limit switch. And then we've got this jumper here, right there, is controlling the single versus 3-phase power. And there is not a jumper for motor direction because this is a trolley opener. It only needs to have one setting for which way the motor spins. Let's run this down, and again, you'll see all the lights change here. So I'm not sure what that sensing limit switch is for. What I think that is, so correct me if I'm wrong, but what I think that's supposed to be for is if there's ice or snow buildup under the door and that limit is activated and the clutch slips, it'll stop the door and think that that's the down limit because it thinks it's hitting the ground or something. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, we'll run this a couple more times, get a couple more different views. We'll show you the limits here, and we'll actually run it using the 96 LM this time. So I'll run this, and then you'll see the limits working. And down. So yeah, very cool. Like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, so I'm glad I finally did it. All right, final run of this thing. Let's see if I can manage to do this without dropping my phone. Hold on. I'm getting a better spot in the ladder here. Okay. So we'll get you a view of all this on the side. Like that. Open. Oops, I'll just use the remote. Let me get a good grip on my phone. I don't want to drop this. All right, hope you can see that. Back down, and that's it. And there you have it. So that is the uncased, that is the LiftMaster Model T5011L2 with the bottom cover off. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. I'm about ready to go back inside. So that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Hopefully come Christmas time, I'll have an update when we hopefully have the seal actually installed in here. I'm kind of pissed that it didn't fit, but there was nothing I could do about it. So, all right, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.